Hey man, welcome to day 16. Today we're talking about whose kingdom we're building. In John 3, it says that John the Baptist's disciples came to him and were like, hey, there's this guy Jesus crossed the river and he's baptizing a ton of people. Basically, your competition is here and he's doing really well. What are you going to do about it? And he says, a man can receive only what is given to him from heaven. His response is basically, hey, I had a mission, I had a calling, and I fulfilled that calling. It was to reveal Jesus to the people of Israel, and it was to turn their hearts back to God. And that's what I did. And for us, that's a real challenge for us, because as we're moving along this path, as we're becoming the men God has called us to be, as we're taking steps to walk in the fullness of what He's given us and called us to do, whatever that looks like, do we get jealous and bitter at other people who seem to have favor on their life, who seem to have, everything goes right, or God's just blessing them with things, or something opens up for them? Do we get bitter and jealous at them, or are we cheering them on? Because our heart reaction indicates which kingdom we're building. If it's jealousy, it's like, well, why don't I have that? Why didn't I get that? It's all about our kingdom. We're about building our kingdom. But if we're able to rejoice with them, if we're able to say like, awesome, and cheer them on, then we're about God's kingdom being built. Because ultimately, that needs to be the focus. It's not about what we're called to it. It's not about how many people we impact. It's about the kingdom of God. And so, I want to challenge you today, if you have somebody in your life like that, if you're just kind of bitter towards them or whatever, because of that reason, I want you to pray for them. And that's a great way to be able to get over that bitterness, is to pray for them and bless them, and pray that God would bless them with everything they need, and let God change your heart in that way. So it's my challenge for you today. I'll see you tomorrow.